When you're thinking about dealing with a back acne like forever, then you definitely have to understand what the cause is. Making sure that you disinfect your clothes regularly. Yes, you. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to get rid of back acne forever. But first things first, if you're new here, my name is Hauwa and I make videos on skincare, lifestyle and personal development. So if that sounds like a thing, do well to click on the subscribe button below and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss out on any of my uploads. Okay, let's get into it. So a lot of people actually struggle with facial acne. You see that most of the time, but even more people struggle with back acne, and that can be a lot more difficult to deal with because with the facial acne, like you see it, you use all of these skincare products and whatnot, but when it comes to like back acne, like the limited products that you might think you can use, usually it's just your moisturizer and your soap. So you start thinking, how do I get rid of this? What do I do? But don't worry, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys a routine that you can actually emulate in order to get rid of back acne forever. So the very first thing that you really need to understand when trying to get rid of your back acne is for you to know the cause of your acne. Now I feel like with every ailment and just every skincare concern and everything that you go through, as long as it is a problem, then you have to understand the reason, like what is the cause of that problem, what is the cause of your acne, what is the cause of whatever it is that you're dealing with, before you can now start thinking of solutions. So sometimes people actually just like experience things with their skin and they don't necessarily bother to think about what is actually causing this thing to happen. They just start looking for solutions, but you can't necessarily get it. You might get a temporary solution, but when you're thinking about dealing with a back acne like forever, then you definitely have to understand what the cause is. So for some people it could be hormonal, for some people it could be because of a particular diet or change in diet, for some it could be dirt, for some it could be like a product that you use that actually triggered that to happen, and so on and so forth. Now after figuring out what the cause of your acne is, you definitely want to create a routine that would help you get rid of that acne forever. Now the first thing, as with every skincare routine, is obviously to wash, and then you want to clean the surface, you want to get rid of dirt, get rid of buildup, get rid of oil and whatnot. And personally I'd advise that you use something like African black soap. I'm always like promoting African black soap, not because I have a deal with African black soap manufacturers, but just because like it really does work, especially if you have like oily and acne prone skin. This is going to be like a really great thing for you to use. I would highly advise that you stay away from using highly scented body washes, because at that time your skin is like very sensitive, so it is mostly prone to irritation. And if you're dealing with like serious back acne, you definitely don't want to use a product that is going to trigger more irritation for you and then cause further breakouts and whatnot. So you want to make sure that you're using a soap or a cleanser that is good enough to do the job, to help you dry out the acne, but mild enough not to irritate your skin. And products like heavily scented body washes can actually like further aggravate your skincare concerns. So you want to make sure that you're using a mild soap. I have a full video dedicated to different African black soaps for different skin types. I'm going to link it in the description box, and it's going to pop up somewhere on the screen as well. So make sure you check that video out to see which is most suitable for you, or your preference generally. Now the second thing that I would advise in this particular routine is for you to use a homemade mask to help further calm your acne. Now there was a video that I made on how to heal your cystic acne at home naturally. That video is an amazing, like if you are looking for like the very best first aid treatment that you can use for active acne and stuff like that, then I highly advise that you watch that video. I'm going to link it as well in the description box and somewhere on the screen. It's really good that you use a mask like that, and basically that particular mask that I mentioned in that video consists of turmeric, licorice root extract, and I think honey. Those were the main things that I used in that video, in that mask. Like I said, go watch it and see how I came about it, and the before and after effect of my skin. Now number 3 is a very important step in healing your back acne forever, and this is exfoliation. Now I know that when you want to feel kinky, when you want to look cute, you want to smell nice, you want to feel smooth and stuff like that, you will definitely exfoliate your skin. However, there is always a lapse when it comes to exfoliating our body from head to toe, when it comes to our backs, because the amount of pressure that you would apply when you are exfoliating your hands, your feet, your tummy and stuff like that, you can't necessarily give that extra attention to your back, even though sometimes you tend to like go over your back with your hands and the scrub and whatnot. But then your hand isn't like, no matter how flexible you are, right, your hand isn't going to give you that amount of pressure that you would need with your back. So I'd highly advise that you get an exfoliating brush like this one right here, because it is long enough, so you don't need to like suffer or struggle with like exfoliating your back with your hands. You could just use the scrub and just really go in there. However, if you notice, usually after cleansing, the next step is usually exfoliation before the mask. But for this particular video, I decided to put the mask first before the exfoliation, because you definitely don't want to go over your back with an exfoliating brush when you still have active acne, because it's definitely going to hurt. Do you feel me? So exfoliation is like very important, of course, if you want to slough off all those yama from your skin. Now, another very important step, which I feel like a lot of people might necessarily not pay attention to, is making sure that you disinfect your clothes regularly. Yes, you. Now, the thing with us is that we feel like once we just wash our clothes with detergent and dry it under the sun, it's clean. But when you are dealing with like eczema, you're dealing with like rashes, you're dealing with like back acne, generally skincare conditions that actually harbor bacteria and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you always disinfect your clothes. Because if you are treating your skin but then you wear a dress and then you don't disinfect it with some kind of like antiseptic or something like that to kill the bacteria that must have transferred from the acne to your dress, and then you wear it again, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? You're kind of like repeating the cycle. So you want to make sure that you disinfect your clothes regularly. So whenever you're washing your clothes, try to like use an antiseptic. Make sure you dry it under the sun so that it dries properly and stuff like that, so that even when you like repeat those clothes, they are fresh and clean, and then they don't harbor any bacteria that is going to be transferred back to your skin. Now, another thing that I'd highly advise in this particular routine is for you to use a lightweight moisturizer. You don't want to use a moisturizer that is like very thick and very heavy or has like so many oils in there, because acne is not necessarily friendly when it comes to like skincare and oils. Like, you want to make sure that you are using a particular body lotion that has the right oils, that is not going to like trigger your acne and make it even worse. And that's the reason why I honestly advise that you use a lightweight moisturizer, probably any of these ones right here, just to make sure that you're on the same page with your skin and you don't use something that is going to like further aggravate your skin. A fragrance-free moisturizer is actually really good when you're dealing with back acne, so that you don't further irritate your skin. Now, another thing that I would highly recommend is for you to mix in tea tree oil with your moisturizer. Like, tea tree oil is really good when it comes to like treating acne, disinfecting your skin. Like, it is an amazing product, even though I am not necessarily a fan of using tea tree oil on the face because it is very potent and then the skin on the face is very sensitive. But when it comes to like body skin, we all know that like the skin on our body is like a lot tougher than that on our face, and it takes a lot more time to actually heal than that of our face. So when it comes to your body, like, you can absolutely use tea tree oil. I highly recommend the one from the Body Shop. It is really potent and it does the job. So you can just apply tea tree oil on your back. I wouldn't necessarily advise that you apply it directly because it might hurt, and that's why I said you can actually mix it with your lotion, not necessarily pouring it into your lotion, but like just put a drop or so and then apply it on your back, just your back. It doesn't have to be your entire body unless you're dealing with like body acne generally, but if it's just your back, then you could just put like a pump or two of your moisturizer and just one drop of the tea tree oil, or two, depending on how you feel is convenient for you, and then just apply it on your back. It works wonders, and within days or a short period of time, you would definitely start to see results. Now, another thing that I highly recommend is for you to detoxify your body from the inside. Sometimes, especially when it's hormonal, you want to make sure that you are taking like lemon juice and stuff like that. that would help you like detoxify your body from inside. I'm sure there's so many videos on YouTube as to how you can detoxify your body, taking celery juice and a whole lot of things out there that you can actually take to just help you detoxify your body from inside. Because it is one thing to like treat acne on the surface of your skin, but it's another thing to like treat it from inside. So as you're healing the one outside, you want to make sure that you're drinking stuff that is going to help you push whatever dirt that is in your system out, so that you are completely clear. And last but not the least, if all of these steps do not help you, then you have to see a dermatologist, you have to see an esthetician or a skincare specialist. Like, just make sure that you see somebody. Let me know if you tried these tips and if they work for you, or if you are dealing with back acne, is there anything that you're currently doing? Let's know in the comments below. I'm sure a lot of people would want to read your comments and just what you guys know about it. But that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Smash the like button, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in another video. Until then, I love you guys so much. Have a great life. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Bye.